And there are a lot of doctors who to this day will tell you you don't need to supplement as long as you're eating a good balanced diet. But they never, ever proceed to tell you what that might look like. But most of us actually like that information from the doctor, because we say to ourselves, oh, well, I eat a good balanced diet, so I don't need to supplement. And none of that information is unpacked in any way by the doctor, for us, or by ourselves. And I will challenge you, I'm sure there's some people, including me, who think to themselves, well, I do eat a good balanced diet, to actually do a food diary for a little while, for a week. Just every day write down everything you eat and just see what it actually looks like. And you will almost certainly be totally amazed at how unbalanced it is and how frankly poor it is a lot of the time, because we eat a lot of stuff that we shouldn't eat. And we think we aren't doing very much of that. We mostly eat stuff that has been grown by big agriculture. Very, very few of us grow stuff in our backyard. I'm very proud of myself because I've recently planted some spinach, but it's certainly not going to keep us going for very long. And it's certainly not a big variety of veggies. And so we buy from the shops. We have no idea where the food is grown. We don't know what kind of nutrients were put into the soil to grow it. Usually the soil is nutrient depleted, and that's because they do something called monoculture these days, where the same crop is grown on the same land season after season after season. In the old days, they used to rotate crops. So different crops would be grown on a piece of land because they contributed differently to the health of the soil. And now monoculture is possible because of fertilizers. And the fertilizers are chemical products that are made, obviously, in order to help crops to grow. But the fertilizer companies are there to make money, let's face it. And so they will make a fertilizer that will sustain a crop and will make the crop grow and make it look good. But they will not take into account stuff that ought to be in the soil as well, that is not particularly obvious in the presentation of the crop. So I'm thinking of something like zinc and selenium. Plants can grow without zinc and selenium, as far as we can visually tell. We can harvest the crop, but those crops will have no zinc and selenium in them. We expect, on the other hand, when we eat those foods, to get the zinc and selenium that we need from them. And if they are not, if those minerals are not in the crop, then we are actually not going to get them. So we don't know whether we're getting the nutrients from the food that we're being sold, that we expect to be getting. And then we get the problem of, particularly with fruits, where they're harvested before they're ripe, they're stored in cold storage, they then force ripened so that they can be presented to market when they can demand high prices. And when that happens, the nutrient value of those crops is definitely compromised. So we're eating fruits and vegetables. Let's say that's true. It's not always true when you start looking, but we don't know whether we're getting the nutrients from them that we would be getting if we were growing our own vegetables and fruit in the way that was done for millennia